Hi everyone, my name is Bodex. Thank you for joining me. Um, I know I've been talking about this subject a lot for quite some months, but it also simply because it's so unbelievable extraordinary, and especially for the last days, last week, the amount of high frequent light that is coming into our vessels is so pure. It's so bright that it lets up every dark corner in our being for the ones who choose to see it. Um, the play of consciousness is getting more difficult, just like a video game. We have been doing the work for already a couple of years, some people already for multiple years, but it doesn't matter if you're in it already for multiple years or you're only in it for the last few years. In this path of awakening, this is a challenging time for everyone, and we're playing at high level games right now. So it's so profound and evident that we need to connect with source, that we need to connect with essence, that we need to connect with God, to become the presence, that we become the light itself, and we don't become um, what has been in the spotlight. So we don't become the subject, because if we become the subject that is put the light on, then we're identified with that place, that dark space, and there we get lost. So it's very important to remain present and trying to self remember who we are, to self remember what we are here for, to self remember what is happening right now, and do this multiple times a day, because this energy is really asking of us to become very present. Um, at the same time, it's also asking of us to not become insanity, but also not become sanity. It's not about being on the good or bad side. It's just about being the observer of it all. Society and people are who are not in this transcendental process are deteriorating in a pretty rapid phase right now. It's pretty shocking to see the gap that's becoming more clear at the moment. And meanwhile, just to observe it and to know that everybody and everything has made its choice already, we cannot do. Um, and it's also in our own process of awakening, there is no doing. That's the ego, that the ego is the doer. The ego wants, the ego controls, the ego pushes, um, and from there you're not you're not in connection with the presence, you're not in connection with essence, you're not in connection with beingness. And if I look at my own life, I'm being challenged to really stand in my power right now. There are some patterns that are being really put in the spotlight right now, and it's so clear. I don't know if you guys can relate to it. This energy, this high frequent light, makes it possible to see so clear what is happening that it's almost impossible to identify with it. And that is so beautiful, because if you are on that wave, if you're on that wavelength, you're making massive, massive jumps. And I'm seeing it in my own life. Like there are some situations occurring in my life, and I'm seeing how I'm handling it right now, and I'm seeing how a few years ago it would really throw me off track, or I would jump into that same cycle or that same old pattern again. And I'm seeing it for miles coming at me. I'm like, oh yes, this is this. Okay, so I will go there, and it's beautiful. It has those both sides. I can be in immense bliss, and at the same time there's also just that feelings of the inner child, or the feelings of trauma that's just simply arise. And it's just being open, being keeping space, holding space for everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and expand and keep on expanding and expanding and expanding. And I think in this period, this time frame, it's a good exercise to learn how not to react, to sense it all, to observe it all, and just keep breathing, just keep breathing, just keep on expanding, just keep on expanding. The moment we feel that contraction again, okay, there's this identification coming up. Okay, just keep breathing, just observe, feel it all, because it's just a movie. It's just a movie. The last bits that needs to be seen, that want to be seen, in order for us to really become the sovereign and autonomous human being that we desire already for so long to become. We have chose to be in this time frame for a reason, because this miraculous time is the time to wake up and completely let go of any identification that is still left. Is that an easy time frame? No, it's really not. But we chose, and you signed up for it. Sometimes there are some moments that I'm really thinking, did I really sign up for this? And that's the moments where I'm exhausted, and the moments where there is so much going on inside of me, but also outside, what is happening. And but what helps me every time is um, going into the silence. And it doesn't mean you have to literally go into the silence in like block everyone and everything around you. But for me, is going into the silence is retreating into my core. Whether I'm talking to someone, whether I'm doing groceries, whether I'm indeed on my own, it doesn't matter. It's meditation is not, doesn't have to be. It can be, but it doesn't have to be this specific posture that we all know from meditation, sitting on a cushion um, and meditate. Life is becoming one big meditation, especially right now. It doesn't. It's not enough to only sit on your cushion for half an hour a day, and for the rest don't mind anything anymore. We have to learn how to go through the day in meditation, to be meditative in everything that we do. Um, the body is also under great stress at the moment. Our DNA is literally changing, because the frequency that is becoming higher and higher and higher, our bodies needs to adjust also. So again, be kind to your body, be kind to yourself. I've noticed that my habits in taking care of myself are changing drastically in ways of exercise, in ways of what I choose to eat, um, in a lot of things. And so listen to your heart, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and it will tell you exactly what you need in these times. I'm really happy. It is, for me, almost like a dream coming true. I have been feeling caged. I was for lots of years conscious about my mental constructs that I was in, and how it deprived me from real authentic living. Um, and now we all get the chance to break free from all this ancestral and collective identifications and trauma, and it feels unbelievably good. So I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful, and I hope you guys are riding the waves. um, Keep going. um, Much love to you all, and I will talk to you next time.